Today on Larry King Now, NFL superstar Vernon Davis.
Toughest part of the NFL is probably just dealing with the outside world. You have to deal with people who are coming at you from left and right. I mean, you don't know what they want. But it's obvious that they want your money.
Have you ever hidden injuries?
I have.
Why?
Because I wanted to play.
Plus,
within the next 5 to 6 years, you'll see a lot of gay guys come out into the world of sports.
Will the NFL be the last place?
I think the NFL will be the first place.
Really?
Yes.
All next on Larry King Now. Welcome to Larry King Now. Our special guest, Vernon Davis, who wears many unique hats, most notably a red and gold one for the 49ers of San Francisco. Vernon is entering his 9th NFL season with the Niners as one of the league's most outstanding tight ends, having over 5,000 career receiving yards and 53 touchdowns. He's also built quite a resume as off the field as an artist, interior designer, philanthropist, and he will have his second go-round as the honorary captain of the U.S. curling team at this year's Olympics. We'll ask about that sport, which ain't like football, in a little while. But first, let's get things current. Have you gotten over losing yet to Seattle?
Not yet. I'm still a little sad, but I'm sure I'll get better. I'll get better as these weeks continue to go by and the months. I'll come back to myself.
How did the coach handle that locker room after the game?
He was upset. He was extremely upset, but
with you or the officials or what?
With the officials and just the simple fact that we lost the game. You know, because we should have won. We had the better team, no doubt about it. We were better, but we just couldn't pull it off.
Did you have some thoughts about Richard Sherman and his remarks?
You know what? To me, I think Richard Sherman. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He just needs to learn how to control himself, control his emotions.
He's very bright.
He's very bright. He's very bright. He went to Stanford.
4.2 average.
4.2. You can't beat that. That's hard to get. That's hard to come by. Yeah.
So he's a different person off the field than on?
I think he's a different person off the field. I've seen him around a few times, and he was just a great guy. Smiling and just being the person that he really is.
Is he the best corner in the league?
I think he's one of the best. He's one of the best. He's his statistics, I mean, it shows. I mean, he's been doing a tremendous job when it comes to stopping wide receivers. So I say he's one of the best.
Don't you love playing where you play, San Francisco? I mean,
I do.
What a great city.
What a great city. An amazing city. A great place for football, and I love the fans.
And how about the Niners? Where do they go from here? Don't have to go very far. They're a great team.
Yeah, we just have to keep on just plugging away. We have a lot of potential on this team, and we have the guys to get it done. We just have to go in and just do it.
What's the biggest hole to fill?
Probably the wide receiver position. Everyone's saying that we'll lose Anquan Bolden. Crabtree might not come back, but if that happens, we have to really make some good off-season acquisitions in that.
You like playing for Harbaugh?
I do. He's a high-energy guy. The
is
team
he?
loves him. Oh yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah, he is a little crazy.
Yeah, he's a little crazy.
His brother isn't.
No, his brother. He's just a mild-mannered guy. And
that Super Bowl was insane, right?
Yeah, it was.
They're so different.
They're totally different.
You opted not to play in the Pro Bowl, right?
Yes, sir.
For what reason?
Just dealing with some lingering injuries, nicks and nags. So I wanted to get those better. That's why I decided not to go.
There are many people who say they ought to abandon that game.
Yeah.
You don't know who you used to be AFC against NFC.
Yeah.
This year, I don't know who to root for. It was the players on the same team against each other.
Yeah, they had Jerry Rice and Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
Well, who does that? Why would they do that?
What, you think they ought to just forget the Pro Bowl?
They might as well forget it. They might as well just get the Pro Bowl. Just give the guys the honor, recognize them as Pro Bowl players and just move on, let it go. Because, I mean, no one takes the game serious.
You are well known as a clutch player, as a tight end who catches the ball. Is that your forte more than blocking? Because there are some tight ends more formidable in the blocking end.
You know, I love blocking, Larry. But when it comes to catching passes, it's just something about it. It just moves me. And it just intrigues me in a way where, you know, when I'm out there, I'm just catching balls over my shoulders and grabbing them out the air. It's just, it just gives me that momentum rather than blocking. But, you know, if I have to block, I'll do it for my team.
Do you always have good hands?
No, I had to work on them.
How do you work on making hands better?
Just catching the balls, catching 300 to 400 balls a day, getting on the jug machine. The jug machine's it's this machine that spits out the balls to you at various speeds. You can put it on 10 miles per hour all the way up to 70 miles per hour.
Don Shula, my dear friend who coached the Dolphins all those years, told me he thought Muhammad Ali would have been a great tight end if he could have worked with him, because he had height, he had speed, and he was tough physically. What makes a good tight end?
I think their ability to block and catch passes. If you can do it all, you're a great tight end. I mean, in the past, a lot of those tight ends couldn't do that. You know, now the tight end position is evolving to a young man that can run, catch passes, and run extremely fast. So it's evolving in that area.
What's your read on Kaepernick?
I like Kaepernick. He has a lot of potential. Really is an outstanding player. You know, he's good on the ground, and you know he's good at passing the ball. But he still has some things that he needs to work on, as we all do. And I think he'll continue to get better.
Are you surprised that, what was he, third-round pick out of Nevada, right?
I think he was, yes.
He was not a high pick.
No, he wasn't a high pick at all.
In fact, he wasn't widely recruited to play college, more baseball, I think, than football.
Baseball, yep. He throws the ball harder than anyone I've ever seen.
Did you play other sports?
Basketball and a little soccer in my early days.
I can't picture you.
Yeah.
A goalie or what?
You're right, a goalie.
The toughest part of the NFL is what?
The toughest part of the NFL is probably just dealing with the outside world. Because when you're a young guy, you come in the NFL, you have all this money, you have to deal with people who are coming at you from left and right. I mean, you don't know what they want. You know, but it's obvious that they want your money. So that's probably the toughest part, just trying to figure out.
So the more problems are off the field.
Off the field, exactly.
Next, we'll chat more with Vernon about some of the hottest topics surrounding the NFL. Stay tuned. We're back with Vernon Davis. You're going to the Olympics?
I am. Going to Sochi.
Going to Sochi, going to help coach, or the honorary coach, right?
Honorary captain for the men's curling team.
Well, in a while, I'm going to ask how you got into that. You were the last, I guess, Candlestick Park's gone. The new stadium, have you seen it? What's it going to, you live there, right?
Yeah, I'm right 15 minutes away. I see it.
It's in Santa Clara, right?
Oh, it's in Santa Clara.
You live in San Jose.
I'm in San Jose. Yeah, right down the road.
What's it like, the stadium?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Levi Stadium is going up fast, and I think we'll be able to go in it and play, April, I believe, April to May this year.
Now, the fan base is in San Francisco.
Yes.
Right. That ain't close. I mean, it's 45 minutes, right?
45-minute drive.
Are they going to drive?
Yes. They'll drive. They'll get on the train, whatever it takes to get there. We have some loyal fans.
But San Jose is a huge city, too.
San Jose is a huge city. Yeah, it's huge.
How many will that stadium hold?
I'm thinking, 60, maybe 60,000.
Did you like Candlestick?
I loved Candlestick.
You did?
Yes.
No baseball player did.
Really?
Oh, it's too windy.
The
baseball players hate it. You know, Bobby Mercer, the late Bobby Mercer told me.
What?
When you play for the San Francisco Giants, you have a home field disadvantage. Because we have to play here 81 games a year. Why did you like it?
That is funny. I like it because of the environment, the fans. They're amazing. There's a lot of history in that stadium, too. Jerry Rice, Joe Montana, all those guys. I mean, we're talking about legends. So to be able to play in the same stadium that those guys played in, I mean, it's just a tremendous feeling, tremendous endeavor.
Baseball has announced that they have new protective hats that the pitchers can wear if they wish to protect them against possible line drives hitting them in the head. Is the NFL doing enough to protect its players?
I think they're doing all that they possibly can. You know, each and every year they're trying to figure out a better way and a better approach to helping us when it comes to concussions and head trauma. So I think they're getting better in that area, but they always seem to have our best interests at heart. So I think they are trying to protect us.
What do you make of all the lawsuits? They've agreed the judge wants them to spend more money helping the players.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. That's a tough one. But if it was me, I'd do it. I'd do whatever I can to help the players.
Have you had concussions?
Yes, I've had 3 in my career.
Now you got to think about that. What long-term effects that might have on you? Do you worry about it? You see all these players and dementia and the like.
I think about it, but I try not to worry, you know, because I always try to be positive, you know, when it comes to a negative situation. I try to stay positive about it and hope that the outcome is good.
Have you ever hidden injuries?
I have.
Why?
Because I wanted to play. I wanted to play. I didn't think about the longevity when it came to health. I just wanted to play and help my team.
What round were you drafted in?
First round.
Were you happy with San Francisco?
I was. It was a great place to get drafted to. I was really happy.
What college out of?
University of Maryland.
Was the first year the Terrapins? I lived in. Washington.
You know about the, okay.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah,
okay.
That was a fun place to play.
Yeah.
Great place to live,
oh,
too.
Yeah.
You lived in 2 pretty good areas.
Yeah.
Where'd you grow up?
Washington, D.C.
So you were right there.
I was right there, yeah.
Were you widely recruited out of high school?
I was, yes.
So why did you choose to stay so close to home?
I chose Maryland because it was, if I stayed close to home, I could help my grandmother out and some family, whoever needed me. And I had six other siblings to look after, to help look after. So it worked out.
What high school?
Dunbar.
Oh,
Senior
great basketball.
You know about Dunbar, too?
I know. Well, I lived in Washington for 20 years. Dunbar's got guys in the pros.
Yeah.
Speaking of college athletics, there's a lot of movement going around about college athletes being paid. I mean, they make an awful lot for their universities. They get paid a stipend, I guess, where they get $600 a month.
$600. Some guys get paid.
You think they should be paid?
I think so. Yes.
There's a lawsuit going on now, you know, by NCAA players saying that the rule is unconstitutional.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah.
Why can't you be paid for services?
You're right. I think you should. I mean, you have a lot of young guys who come in that are from disadvantaged areas, and you know they can't afford to go out and buy a pair of shoes. So if they can get paid, that would definitely help them out. You know.
Was it tough for you?
It wasn't tough because I wasn't really worried about buying things. I was more so worried about making it to the NFL. So, but other guys, you know, other guys that played with me, I would say that it was tough for most of them.
You played 9 years now.
9 years in the pros, yes.
How long you want to play?
5 more years.
You thinking about? Well, you have other things. You touch a lot of bases, right?
I try to.
What do you think about post-career?
Post-career, I think that if post-career starts now, you have to make plans and come up with some kind of goals and just jot them down. Just think about what you want to do after you're done playing, because this is the time now to start thinking about that.
Because you're still a young man when when the cheering stops.
Yep.
What happens then?
You go on to something else, whatever it is that you want to do. Whatever it is.
Have you handled investments well?
Yes, sir.
You're in good shape.
I'm in good shape.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Coming up, Vernon is going to take his talents from the gridiron to the art gallery and the curling club. Why? Next. We're back with Vernon Davis. I'm told that you were a studio art major at the University of Maryland, right?
Absolutely.
What intrigues you about art?
The thing that intrigues me about art is just being free. the feeling of just just being in a room by yourself and just painting whatever comes to mind, painting from your heart and your soul. That's the one thing that intrigues me, and that's the only thing that inspired me to pursue art in the first place, because I was able to just do things from my heart and display it on a piece of canvas.
Have you sold?
I have, in my art gallery, yes, I have.
Wow. What type of, are you an abstract painter?
Abstract, I would say abstract, yes.
What can we find in Gallery 85, San Jose?
You can find...
Your known number.
Yeah, my known number, right. You can find pretty much everything, man, from sculptures to...
You show other artists, right?
Oh, yeah, local and emerging.
Now, you've got the Vernon Davis Foundation for the Arts. What is that?
Vernon Davis Foundation for the Arts is all about helping young men and women understand what it takes to be successful and inspiring them to get out and do whatever it is that they want to do. Because when I was a kid growing up in high school, I was afraid to pursue art. So I don't want to lead them down that same path. I want to let them know that they can do whatever they want to do. Don't be afraid. Feel free. It's a free world, free country. Don't worry about people judging you. Just get out and do it.
You ever want to coach?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
because?
Not. It's just don't. I don't think that's. I don't know. It's just not for me. It's not my
bag.
Thing. Yeah, it's not my thing.
Now,
I want to do something
what
else.
is this with honorary captain of the U.S. curling team? Why? What got you into curling?
You know, one of the beat writers came to me a few years back, and she asked me to come out and get on the ice and do some curling. I didn't know what it was. I went out. You know, I was open to do it.
You
had
played
fun,
it?
Enjoyed it. Yes.
Played it?
Enjoyed it. It was.
Do they play it in America?
Yes, they have leagues all over the place. Most of the leagues are in, I believe, Minnesota, Midwest.
Cold weather,
yeah, Midwest. But they have leagues in San Jose.
So how did you become honorary captain?
They reached out to us and asked me to come down. And when I got there, they made me the honorary captain.
Where do we finish in curling? Have we medaled in curling?
Yes. Oh,
we
yeah.
have?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I think I'm gonna get out on the ice when I'm done playing. I think I'm gonna be a curler.
Really?
No, I'm joking.
What is the fascination of little stick hitting that little round thing and watching it move?
You know what? It's all strategic. You have to come up
really?
with the best strategy. Yeah, you have to come up with the best strategy to get this 40-pound of stone in the circle, in the middle of this of multiple circles, and you have to find out how can you get around the one stone that's in your way, you know, and that's what that's where the brooms come in. You sweep to make the stone go faster. You can curve the stone by sweeping. You can slow it down. So it's all strategic.
Are you going to Sochi?
I am going to Sochi.
I heard you weren't going to go. No.
I wasn't at first, but now I think I'm going to take the offer and go and support the.
Are you a little concerned about security?
A little bit, I am. But I think they'll have it under control. I believe in that.
How many on the team?
It's about, I think U.S. curling team has probably about 10 guys, I believe.
What makes a good curler?
Just your ability to, your ability to come up with the best plan.
So it's mental?
It's all mental. It's all mental. You don't have to be strong. You don't have to, you can be weak. You can be skinny. You can be big. It doesn't matter.
Is it definitely a sport?
It is a sport. It is. Because those guys, you have to think about the position that those guys are in when they take off with the stone. I mean, they're in a lunging position. You know, they can tear their groin, they can tear their quad, anything. So it is a sport.
Do you go back to Maryland much?
I do. I try to get back as much as I can, just to visit the area and see the family.
You like growing up in Washington?
I did. I enjoyed it. It was quite an experience.
It was almost a semi-segregated city then, though, wasn't it? Or had it come out of it?
I think DC's at a better place now. You know, they're building more job opportunities, and you know, it's starting to expand. So it's come a long way.
Great place. I love living there in Washington.
Yeah, I did too.
When you went to Maryland, did you live at the school or go home?
I stayed at the school. Yeah, I didn't go back home at all. I did. I just loved the campus. The campus was beautiful. I just I fell in love with it.
After this, Vernon will take your questions. We'll play a game of You Only Knew. We'll be right back. We're back with our remaining moments with Vernon Davis. I have almost 7 million followers. You have 1.9 million. What got you so active in social media?
Just the fans in San Francisco, the fans within the United States. You know, I do it for them because you have to think whenever you tweet and you're tweeting back at someone, they get excited. It's just the joy of being able to touch someone's life, when you can make them excited and just put a smile on their face.
How often do you tweet?
I tweet all the time. I'm more of an Instagram guy. You know, I like to post pictures and things.
How far are we away from a major gay athlete in professional sport, team sport?
I think within the next 5 to 6 years, you'll see a lot of gay guys come out into the world of sports.
Will the NFL be the last place?
I think the NFL will be the first place.
Really?
Yes.
Before baseball or basketball?
Possibly.
One basketball player came out, but nobody signed him.
Yeah, you're right.
He had a whole career, but he came out at the end of his career, nobody signed him.
Yeah.
You think it'll happen in the NFL first?
I think it will. I
would hope so.
Yeah.
We're about time.
Yeah.
Okay, we have some social media questions for you. At RunDC on Twitter, do you visit your alma mater at College Park often?
Every chance that I get, whenever I can make it back to Washington, D.C.
Joe Goley on Facebook wants to know, why has the tight end position evolved into a more dynamic offensive weapon in recent years?
Hey, Jay Jolly. The tight end position has evolved because now you have these athletic guys who are about 6'4", 250 pounds, who can run faster than safeties or corners, and they're just that much more talented than those guys. So that's the reason why this position is evolving.
At ZOE via Twitter, who was your football idol growing up?
My football idol growing up was always Deion Sanders and Tony Gonzalez and probably Terrell Owens.
Yeah, great guys.
Yeah.
Great players, too.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Andrew Morris on Facebook. Your brother, Vontae, is also an NFL player. How competitive was it growing up, and what's it like to face him now?
You know what? It was, I never really had a chance to play against Vontae.
He's younger?
Yeah, he's 4 years younger than me, so I never had an opportunity. But I always pushed him and encouraged him.
What position does he play?
He's a corner. He's a corner. We had a chance opportunity to play them this year, but I was injured during that game. So
what team is he
on? The Colts, Indianapolis Colts.
All right, we end the show with a game of If You Only Knew. Ready? Just
Ready.
throw them out. You remember the first girl you ever kissed?
Yes, her name was Angel.
Angel?
Yes.
How old were you?
I was in 6th grade, so I was like 12.
You find out whatever happened to Angel?
I think Angel is a principal in a District of Columbia Public School.
Wow. You didn't go lesser. What was your proudest moment?
My proudest moment was when I had my first kid.
How many do you have?
Just 2.
Boy or girl?
Boy, good question.
How old?
many do you have? He's 6 now.
Artist you'd most like to work with?
Claude Clark.
Artist you admired growing up?
Michelangelo.
Pretty good. Pregame ritual?
Pregame ritual, putting Vaseline on my arms.
Current song playing on your iPad?
Current song playing on my iPad, Call Me Maybe.
Favorite spot to spend your off-season?
Favorite spot to spend my off-season would be San Francisco.
That's north of you, yeah. Yeah. Besides San Francisco, what's the city in the NFL with the best fans?
The city, I would have to go with Dallas. I'm going to say Dallas.
City with the most brutal fans?
I'm going to have to go with Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, they would boo a cure for cancer.
Yes, they would. They would hit you with a rock.
They booed Santa Claus.
Oh, that's bad.
City that needs an NFL team.
Los Angeles, California.
Yeah, you're right. Funniest fan encounter.
I walked into the mall, and this guy asked me to sign his chest. He pulled his shirt down and said, "Can you sign my chest?"
Did you?
I said, "I don't think I can do that right now, sir."
Vernon Davis in 10 years.
Vernon Davis in 10 years. Big businessman.
Art gallery
actor,
going strong. Actor?
Another a huge art gallery.
You want to go in movies?
Yeah, I would love to.
Does your wife work or just house?
She's a Real Housewife of San Francisco.
Favorite indoor design aspect in your house?
I'm gonna have to go with my Godiva chocolate jacket.
It's made of chocolate?
Well, this lady, when I first got to San Francisco, I gave her one of my blazers, and she sewed Godiva chocolate candy wrapper all over this jacket. It's amazing, and she laminated it. It's pretty cool.
Where do you display it?
It's in my house as soon as you walk in, but I wore it to a game before.
Only in San Francisco. City with the best art culture.
San Francisco.
Most embarrassing moment.
Most embarrassing moment is when my coach sent me to the locker room on national television, Mike Singletary.
Why?
Because he said he couldn't coach him. He couldn't coach me. He couldn't do it. He just couldn't do it. What had happened, I got a penalty, and he thought I was being selfish because I didn't think about the team. So that was probably one of the worst moments in my career.
Was he right?
I think he was. Yeah, he was. Because at the time I was, I was a little nonchalant about things, and I was just.
Singletary would not put up with that.
Yeah, he did it.
Best of luck, Vernon. Have a great time, Sochi.
Thank you, Larry. I appreciate it.
Big thanks to my guest, NFL star, artist, honorary U.S. curling captain, Vernon Davis. Best of luck to all their pursuits of our Olympic team. And remember, you can find me on Twitter at Kings Things. We'll see you next time.